Good evening, people. Good evening. It's so good to be back here once again. So good to be back here. How are you guys doing? Has been your day? It's weekend. Thank God it's Friday. Who is excited as I am? Even though my weekend is all about work, 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 though sometimes I take time to rest. And I believe you rest too. Guys, we are in day three. Day three. Before you know it, now we are done with all the chapters. Seriously, so don't relent. Don't relent. Remember, we are talking about habits. We are reading about habits. So I want you to inculcate it in this book reading. Okay, I want to see that lifestyle in this book reading. So guys, we are reviewing day 3 and chapter 3 of Atomic Habit. Chapter 3 of Atomic Habit. Alright, for the sake of joining us for the first time or anyone who will be stumbling on this video for the first time, I'm the founder of Intentional Life Changers. Intentional Life Changers. Intentional Life Changers is a community where we raise intentional world changers. People who want to change the world, who wants to make a difference. Who are intentionally living their lives and influence others to do the same. It's a place for people who are tired of the status quo, people who want a better life for themselves, and people wants to make a difference in their generation. We understand that life is spiritual, and if you're not intentional about the life that glorifies God, the devil will keep tossing you here and there. He will keep tossing you because there are a lot of distractions. We live our lives against all odds and distraction. We make sure that we live a purpose-driven life. We understand that purpose is not a journey to destination, and that is why we walk with God daily per time to reveal who He is to us. So I'm so excited to have you here. I'm so excited that you're part of us. You're listening to this audio or this video. God bless you, guys. Day 3. Yesterday we talked about there are 3 levels of change. The 3 levels of change: the outcome, the process, and the identity. And the most effective way to change your habit is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but who you wish to become. If you want to change your habit, you focus on who you wish to become, not what you want to achieve. And then we talk about your identity emerges from your habits. Your identity emerges out of your habit. Every action is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your belief and to upgrade and expand your identity. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you need to edit your belief. Have a strong belief about who you are. Know who you are. Then you upgrade and expand your identity. The real reason why habits matter is not because they can get us better results. Yes, they will, but because they can change our life. Habits can change our life, can change our beliefs. So guys, let's go into chapter 3. I love chapter 3. The book is getting deeper and deeper, and I love the fact that chapter 3 answered a lot of questions for me, and I'm beginning to have more understanding about actions and reaction, why we act and why we react to some things in form of habits. Chapter 3 talks about how to build a better habit in 4 simple steps. James explained Edward experiment, and Edward experiment happened in year 1989. Edwards carried out an experiment that helped to grasp how habits emerge and the laws that control human behavior. Edwards began studying animal behavior with cats, like he used cats to experiment. And this is what he did. He placed each cat in a puzzle box. He created a puzzle box and placed each cat inside. The box was created so that the cat might escape by pulling a string, pressing a lever, or walking on a platform. That was how he created from the box. One box lever, like once you press on the lever, it can open the side door when pressed. The cat could not run to a bowl of food once the door was open. They can't run out. So this is it. Once in the box, most cats, they were trying to escape. The sorts to escape. Some, stick their noses in the corner, their paws into openings and claws at the loose object. Exploring, the cat would press the lever. That's the lever. Did you get, like, they've been looking for a means of escape, and they just press the lever. They notice that once you press this, I'm gonna escape. So Edward tested each cat. Cat initially moved about randomly once the door was open, and as that occurred, they began to learn how to go out. Each cat eventually learned that pressing the lever leads to freedom and food. So Edward tried it over and over. He tried it. He checked the minutes at which they finally got it. Like if they want to go out, he was carrying out tests on the minute, and he noticed that the more they practice, the easier it becomes for them. So each cat activities became faster and more instinct with practice. Instead of repeating mistakes, the cats got to the solution. They got the solution first. So Edward summarized the learning process by saying the behavior followed by satisfactory results tends to be repeated. When you're satisfied with something, when you try, when you have been trying, just like those days when they give us mathematics, what problem. I remember then when they give me what problem to solve, I will be sit down until I solve it. I won't stand. I'll make sure that I solve it. I'll make sure that I solve it. So it's the learning process in the behavior followed by satisfactory results tends to be repeated. It's what helps us to understand, that everyone's work helps us to understand how our behavior or how our habits is being formed, how habits is being formed. It answers questions like what are habits, why do the brain bother? These are the questions it answers. Now let's talk about why your brain builds habits. Why your brain builds habits. A habit is a recurrent behavior that becomes automatic. It's a repeated behavior. It is something you do consistently, repeatedly, and it becomes automatic. An habit is built by trial and error. Your brain must make a decision in every situation or problem. In a tight corner now, your brain will be thinking, how will I do this? How will I get out of this? How will I get out of this problem? Your brain begins to think, and your brain begins to experiment, just like, how are we gonna get out? You get? And at this point, your brain activity is high because you're trying to assess the problem and making deliberate decision. You're trying to process, lots of fresh information. The brain is determining, the best solution to that problem. And sometimes a solution can just appear, just like the lever in the box for the cat. And running calms you down when you are stressed. You understand? Like, you just feel that okay, you're stressed now, and tell yourself that okay, running. Probably you've been running, you don't know that running is gonna calm your stress, but because of you've been doing it repeatedly, you now notice that this thing has a reward though. Running can actually calm my stress, and that is it. For example, maybe you're tired at work, and you just want to relax. And you say, okay, let me leave this task now. Let me just play a game. You found out that playing game can relax your nerves. So that is how it is. After you stumble upon an expected reward, you alter your strategy for the next time. Your brain immediately begin to catalog those events that precede the reward. And what happens is that it creates a feedback loop. And this is the behavior behind every human. The feedback loop is a behavior behind every human. Because you try, you fail, you learn, you try again, you practice until that thing becomes part of you, until you master it. You get, until you master it. Your brain automates problem solving. Like when you are faced with problem frequently, your brain picks it. That is why, for example, maybe your phone had issue, and you notice that you need to press one side of your phone to resolve that issue. Anytime your phone have that similar issue, the first thing that comes to your mind is pressing the side. That's the way the brain works. It automates problem solving when you are faced with it frequently. Your habits are automatic. Your habits are automatic. Habits are reliable. Environmental challenges by scientist Jackson. Habit reduces your brain. The success. The cue is a trigger. Know what to look for in, because you will no longer it's become shortcuts are habits. A habit is a recall of past steps, the past things that you did. That's what habit is. And when you found a solution, like I've said, like when your condition is correct, you can automatically implement it. Habits do not restrict freedom. A lot of people say, okay, now that I'm trying to form an habit, they ask questions that what's the difference between habit and routine. The truth is, habit and routine are complementary. They work hand in hand. And the truth is, you have freedom. When you create an habit for yourself, you have freedom. Because people with bad habits, they have less freedom. That's the truth. They have less freedom. It is when you have good money habits that you enjoy your money. You will not be broke. It is when you have good health habits, that is when you'll be fit. But maybe, for example, now you're a smoker, you will not enjoy your life. You get? So habit gives freedom. Now, what is the science behind habits formation? What is the science behind habit formation. You know, James talked about 4 simple steps behind habit formation. Number one is cue, craving, response, reward. Cue, craving, response, reward. Number one, cue. 2, craving. 3, response. 4, reward. Those are the 4 steps. All habits have 4 stages. And this first pattern is the backbone of every habit, and your brain always follow it. Now, cue. Cue is the trigger. Cue trigger your behaviors. It trigger what you do. It predicts a reward, and it triggers it. Your mind, you need to know that your mind analyzes your internal and external environment for reward. Your brain is searching for reward. Your brain is a reward detector. Like it's searching, is like a signal. It's looking for where there is reward. And so cue is that trigger. I will explain further. Number 2 is the craving. Craving is the desire, is the motivation. You can't do a thing except you are motivated to do it. Without drive or desire, we can't act. It's because you want to relax. That is why you turn on the TV. You want to be entertained. That's why you turn on the TV. You want your mouth to be clean, or you want a fresh breath. That is why you are brushing your teeth. So craving is the motivation, and your emotion turns a cue into craving, like a trigger into craving. I'm gonna explain that. Your emotions turn a cue into craving. Now the third is response. Response might be your thoughts or actions. That's the response. That's the actual habit you perform, and it takes the form of thoughts or action. Your response takes the form of thoughts or action. Whether a response occurs depends on how motivated you are and how much friction is associated with the cue, like the behavior. For example, now you see a flash notification on your phone. That's the trigger. You are curious, the craving, you open it. That's the response. It's because you're curious. That's why you open it. You get. So you won't accomplish something that needs more physical and mental effort than you are willing to give. Ability affects your response. Motivation affects your response. A habit can only form if you can do it, if you are motivated to do it. And the good thing is response delivers a reward. Response delivers a reward. And I've said it that habits seek rewards. Your habit, your brain seek reward. Okay? So this is how it happens. The cue notifies you of a reward. The craving wants the reward. Response is about getting that reward. Now your reward satisfies you, and it's now associated with the cue. Can you see the loop now? It is now associated with the cue. Rewards satisfy your craving. Reward have their own benefits. They satisfy your craving. That's the reward, the last cue. And the last step, rewards satisfy your craving. Cue causes craving, which motivates a response, which offers a reward and fulfill craving and gets connected with cue. That is how the habit loop is from. It's a loop. It goes round. It starts from the cue, the response, the craving, the cue, the craving, the response and the reward, and the reward satisfy your craving, and is associated with the cue. This four step can be divided into issues and solution phases. If you have understanding about these four steps, it will help you in problem solving. It will help you in problem solving when you have the in-depth knowledge about all these what's it called, the four loops, or the loop, the habit loop. It helps you. It helps you. Now, she gave an example. Now, here is the problem. The problem faced is the cue and the craving. You have to be able to solve, be able to tackle the cue and the craving, then you have a good solution. That is, you have a good response and good reward. All behavior is driven by desire to solve the problem. Sometimes the problem is not that you notice something good and you want to obtain it. The problem is that you are experiencing pain and you want it to relieve. Like you want to relieve your pain. Either way, the purpose of every habit is to solve problems to face. Imagine you're walking into a dark room and flipping on the light torch. You have performed this simple habit so many times that it occurs without thinking. That is the truth. You proceed through all the four stages in the fraction of a second. Like it happens automatically. The urge to act and strike without thinking. That's the way habits work. Now, so here are the examples. Your phone rings, or you see a notification on your phone. You want to learn what the notification is about. Maybe it's a message notification. That's the craving. You grab your phone and read it. That's the response. You satisfy your craving to read the message. Okay, now the loop is that way your phone becomes associated with phone using. That is getting notification on your phone, a beep on your phone. I don't know if you understand. Now here is the thing. For example, now maybe your mom sends you a message. You see your mom's notification flash, and you are so curious. My mom sending me a message. You're curious, you grab your phone, you open it, you read it, you satisfy it. Now, this thing repeats itself, that it becomes automatic. Anytime, any day, you see your mom's, message flash. It is not associated with, picking up your phone. It has become a habit. It has become a habit. Just give another example about you answering an email, you begin to feel stressed. The cue is like you have an email, you were feeling stressed. That's the craving. You feel stressed and overwhelmed. You want to feel in control. You want to relax, and then you start biting your nails. I don't know if you are fond of that. I don't know if I'm fond of that, and you do it unconsciously because it has become an habit. That's the response. Now the reward is you have satisfied your craving to reduce stress by biting your nails. So biting your nails has become associated with answering emails. So you just do it automatically without knowing. And so on. So that's how he gave so many examples. And he talked about how to create good habits. And guys, you need to read this. You need to read this book. I won't tell you. It's read this book. It's about the 4 laws of behavior. James on the 4 phases. That's the following into practical framework for designing good habits and eliminating bad ones. And it says there are 4 laws to how to create good habits. The 4 laws is still about the cue, the craving, response to reward. But yes, the cue, you make it obvious. The craving, you make it attractive. That is, you want from a good habit, make the cue, the trigger obvious, to make the craving attractive. The reason why we struggle with good habits is because we don't make it attractive. We see it as the body, but you make the craving attractive. and you make the response easy, the reward will be satisfying. If you're able to make your trigger obvious, your craving attractive, and you make your response easy, then your reward will be satisfying. So to show your behavior, you ask yourself questions like, how can I make it obvious? How can I make it attractive? How can I make it easy? And how can I make it satisfying? So those are the things James talked about in chapter 3. You can see that we are getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. When you understand these underlying laws and how to modify them, it's a crucial way to building good habits and breaking negative ones. Against human nature, every of this is doomed to fail. Systems shape our habits. Systems shape our habits. So here is a summary of this chapter, because over time, habit is a behavior that has been repeated enough time to become automatic. Habit is a behavior that has been repeated enough times to become automatic. Number 2 is the ultimate purpose of habit is to solve the problem of life with little energy and effort. The ultimate purpose of habit is to solve the problem of life with little energy and effort. Any habit can be broken down into a feedback loop that involves the first step: cue, craving, response, and reward. The 4 laws of behavioral change are a simple set of rules we can use to build better habits. And they have: number 1, that make your trigger obvious, make your craving attractive, make the response easy, and number 4 is, if you're able to do all these things, your rewards will be satisfying. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. It's such a pleasure to have you all here today. So we will continue tomorrow, same time, same venue. God bless you. All right, Binta, good evening. Good evening. Good to have you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we continue tomorrow, same time, same venue. God bless you all. Do have a wonderful evening. Bye. Thanks for joining, Binta. Bye.